When my papa died, my mom made me come with her to visit his grave. I never really knew the man, but what I noticed was a flower growing from his resting place. I thought how beautiful, how strange to see something blooming from his decay. My mom was the one who taught me how to pray, and I was never really good at it. And I realized why many years later, after reading Alice Walker say, "Any God I ever felt in church, I brought in with me." I realize now, why I've always felt holiness everywhere, even in the places I least expected. I seen it in the thunderstorm and in the earthworm, and the bullet that protects and the one that didn't, how easy the seesaw of life shifts. I've seen more hate spewed from people's Bibles than I have from people's guns, but the earth still spins, even though she has every excuse not to, and the sun still spits its light even to the darkest shadows. A bruise can come from the ugliest place, but it can still be as gorgeous as an orchid in bloom. I often doubt there is a God, but I never question holy. Sometimes I wonder why it's easy for me to cry at the sight of kindness than it is to wail in the face of hate. A wise man once said, if you feed your children food earned from corruption, they will be corrupt. If you feed your children food earned from honesty, they will be honest. From here on out, I'm going to fill myself up with nothing but turnips of truth, ingesting all the integrity I can swallow just so I can tell my future children that honor is the sweetest fruit. This world might be an odd place, but I'm going to sing my own oddity. I'm going to sing myself loud and proud, even if I'm not on time and out of tune. Walk in a beat that the boombox can't handle. And if the people ask about my glow, I'm going to tell them I came from the starfish. I'm equal part ocean and cosmo. Cut the mic if you like, but you can't unwrite what I got scrawled across this heart. Sometimes I feel like I'm an open casket, something dead, but not quite buried. And that's enough to get me up and going, even if it's a slow morning, and I mean that in more ways than one. I don't always know where these poems are going, but I do know this. My pawpaw once beat my nan-nan's jaw into dandelion dust. He almost killed 3 men in one bar fight with his own bare hands. Despite what he did, my nan-nan never loved another man like that, and my mom never stopped calling him dad. I didn't want to go to his funeral because I couldn't respect a person that would abandon their family like that, but my mom told me through her tears, does anyone ever know where the good grows or where the bad lives? Most days, I don't know what the fuck that means, and other days, it makes complete sense. Maybe this world is one whirling mess, some broken-toed ballerina who can't stop dancing. Even if it hurts, it would hurt even more not to spin. We may all be hurling towards the edge of a cliff, but no bird is born knowing it will fly. It just does once it's tossed from its nest. Our kind might be an odd kind, but I cannot accept that we are incapable of kindness. The skin is all I got, even if sometimes I don't like it. This planet is the only home I'll ever know, even if sometimes I don't understand it. My mom is right. I don't know where the good grows or bad lives, but I do know that my heart, this heart, it is an unstoppable engine. It is made of honey and pulp. It never stops. It just keeps going, even when it hurts. Every thump is a billion blossoms bursting. When the entire world seems like it's withering, this clump of petals in my chest is a reminder not to bleed, but to bloom. Bloom.